Tarantino Care Bears.
Yeah.
Smurfs 3.
It's not so much that I have an interest to not do it or to do it. It's just, you throw a couple of F words in and it kind of gets an R. And so far I've just always thrown a few F words in.
Guys, we're sadly near the end of this panel.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if there were any closing remarks you guys want to say.
Well, I'd just like to talk about real quick about the fact that our storyline, which Quentin kind of brought to the table, is actually, and I don't want to reveal too much, but the villain that our two heroes go up against is based upon an actual Western story that is so ludicrous it's almost comic booky in and of itself. And I don't really want to reveal a whole lot more than that. You want to add anything?
Yeah. It was really interesting because when Matt showed up, I go, well, look, he knows his Zorro universe forever. I wanted to bring something to the table other than just the character. So I kind of thought about, well, what could be a good storyline without having to try to go through everything? What could be a good setup? What could be a good villain? And then I had an idea for an opening scene. All right, and I was hoping that he would like it, and then one would fall in front of the other. And I remembered.
And that too was us sitting there going, yeah, and then blankety blank, and then blankety blank.
And there's this one of my favorite writer directors is the director Sam Fuller, and he's terrific. Yeah, Sam. There's a good documentary called the movie camera, the rifle, and the typewriter. It's really good. If you guys like Sam Fuller, check it out. Anyway, he did a movie that's based on a true story called The Baron of Arizona, about a guy who, Vincent Price played him in the movie, and it's about a guy who tried to swindle Arizona out of the Americas.
Before it was a state.
Before it was the state. And so without really kind of going too much further on it, I thought that was a really neat idea for a story. So one of the things that we did is we watched The Baron of Arizona. And you see the whole thing laid out. I mean, it's a magnificent con what he came up with. I mean, it's genius. And so we watched the film and then just started web spinning on how that could work out, how he could work out as the villain, and how Django and Zorro could be involved in this. And Zorro figures out that there's something up with this because the guy's very cruel and evil, and so that's how the investigation ends up starting out. And then Matt went out.
Yeah, our guy's more evil than the real guy.
The real guy was more of just a con man. Our guy is pretty bad. All right. But then Matt went out and did all the research on the real dude and the real thing of what happened, and he's come up with just a wonderful story and a wonderful arc for the whole situation.
So there you go.
There you go.
First issue ships in
November.
November.